Slain Dutch businessman Tob Cohen will be buried today at the Jewish cemetery. This comes a day after the ceremony was postponed for lack of enough religious leaders to conduct the final rites. Cohen's body will be leaving the Chiromo mortuary for the graveside in the company of family, close friends and lawyers. Also expected at the burial is the widow Sarah Wairimu Cohen, who has been in police custody for the alleged murder. And now joining us live is Silas Apollo from Chiromo Mortuary to give us an update on what's happening. Silas, what's the hold up?
Yes, Edmund, right as you have said it, the burial did not take place yesterday because of a lack of enough rabbi. There were about 8 rabbi instead of the 10, given the stature of the late Tob Cohen in the Jewish culture. So the burial was postponed to today after the lawyer said they had secured enough rabbi to ensure that the ceremony takes place. And just to help us paint a picture of what has happened today, of course we're being told that at Chiromo mortuary today, the rabbis already came and did a ritual on the body of Tob Cohen. Of course, the burial is expected. It was supposed to be taking place at 2:30 p.m., but it has been pushed to around 4 p.m. So the body will be leaving Chiromo mortuary at around 3 p.m. But just to help us paint a picture of what happened today and what the preparations are and who are expected to be at the burial, I'm joined by lawyer Cliff Ombeta, who is a lawyer of the Cohen family, just to tell us what exactly had happened today. Wakili, welcome to NTV at 1.
Thank you very much.
Just to tell us, we're being told that already a ceremony took place today at Chiromo mortuary. Just to tell us what exactly took place and what happened and what do we expect going forward?
Yeah, the ceremony started at about 10. By 10:45, the ceremony was over. The requisite number of rabbis and persons who are to be available and present during the rite performance were also available. And they have already done that. The prayers have been handled, the rites have been performed, the body has been taken, the body has been sealed, and they are going to use, unlike the usual method whereby they use the bed sheets and they call the tillet and all, they have decided perhaps to accommodate slightly a little bit of our culture, whereby they are going to use a coffin. This type of coffin is, they don't call it a coffin as we call it, they call it a box. And the box has to have no markings, no kind of any designs. It only has a Star of David drawing on top of it, which again shall be the kind of sign that shall be on the tomb when they seal it. So it's made of cardboard, the sealing kind of thing, or the one that you use in partitionings usually, the kind of sawdust kind of put together. So it is quite light material, it's not heavy. And the rabbi has said that this funeral shall be conducted at approximately 4 p.m. So the body shall be picked here from 3 p.m. The brother shall be present. He shall bring then the burial permit with him, and then go away with the body.
Maybe if you could tell us the gravesite, what exactly do we expect? Is it going to be open to probably members of the press? And what is the ceremony likely to be like?
Yeah, yesterday we realized that the press could not be able to access the place and they were told not to come in. But this is a matter that has really pulled in a lot of public interest. And we thought perhaps if we negotiated with the manager, a lady called Noga, she's the manager of the Jewish community business plans. She was also in charge of the cemetery. She agreed that then we shall have the members of the press be given a little bit access into the cemetery, but then there'll be a place whereby they'll be limited to. So press will be allowed. Members of the public is a little bit cagey right now because it was supposed to be a private issue. But I am made to understand that the ambassador for Israel and the ambassador for Netherlands shall probably be present. I am not sure about that, but I think they will be because the word has gone round. Then the next thing will be the burial. Once the rites have been done here, when you reach at the cemetery, only 2 things happen. Then the rabbi will then invite people to talk because there will be nothing else to do there. Then there will be a last prayer, or what you call a song, or a chanting by the brother. It's called, I think, something to do with Yasdin,
okay,
which he must do.
And
then the body is lowered into the grave.
And maybe the last question, because we're running out of time.
Yes.
Sarah Wairimu, she was at the gravesite yesterday. Is she going to be there today, given the court order?
Nothing bars her from coming today. I am not sure whether she'll be there, but tend to think that since there is no contact from us to us about whether she's going to be there or not, I tend to think that she might be there. And the order actually was not specific on time and date, so it can be interpreted in a way that can favor her. But you know that she cannot look into the grave, she cannot stand at the graveside, she has to stand at a distance because their customs do not allow that, or their culture.
Asante sana wakili. Yes, Edmond, there you've heard it. Lawyer Cliff Ombete giving us a brief of what happens today and what we expect today, given the burial is going to take place at 4 p.m. So we'll be keeping tabs and update you as we go forward. Back to you, Edmond.